Well, hello. So glad you could join us today. It's a fantastic day, and I hope it is where you are too. So why don't we go ahead and get started on a wonderful painting. Now, we'll run across all the colors that I have here on my palette in the order that you see them. And as for our canvas, we just took a little bit of the liquid white and covered the whole thing. So let's begin. Let's just drop in a simple little sky. Let's see. Take a little bit of the phthalo blue and just simple X strokes. Now, you might want to thin it out just a bit. Be a lot of paint. A lot of paint. Now what we're going to do today is just a fantastic little painting. It's going to be lots of colors, very bright, very beautiful, kind of like the colors of fall. So we'll just start here, just filling this in, and there's no technique. We're just having a good time. Every day's a good day when you paint. That easy. That easy. Just nice, simple blue sky. I don't think we'll do any clouds today. We'll just have a nice, beautiful day like it is out today. Okay, and I think too, we're going to do a little bit of water. We'll have a little bit of water in this picture. You know, I'm an absolute fanatic for water. Oh, I love it. So I'll put a little bit just down here. And if your paint's not spreading, add a little bit of the liquid to it. I would smooth it out a bit. There. There. And then just smoothly blend it. Okay, take just a little bit more and just kind of smoothly blend this. We're not too worried about what this sky looks like. We can use some of these natural things in there. Okay. Clean the brush, dry it off, and just beat the devil out of it. Okay, so why don't we put in a little mountain here? So we'll take a 2-inch brush. We'll take a little bit of the alizarin crimson, some phthalo blue, and just kind of let them mix on the brush. Alright, and we'll go ahead and we're going to do a couple trees over here and some here, so we'll kind of do these mountains off center a little bit. And there you go. There you go. That easy. That easy. Don't be afraid to thin it out a little bit. If your paint's not applying, remember our golden rule. A thin paint, stick to a thick paint. Let's say we do another guy over here. Really load that brush up. Really load it up. A lot of color. Like I said before, this is going to be a colorful picture, so. And I think we'll put one right here. And for right now, don't worry too much about what's going on in here. Could be anything. We're gonna really just focus on these lines and the contours and edges of the mountains, because we're gonna cover this all up in a second. Okay. I'm gonna go touch more of the crimson on this one, just make it a little bit brighter. There. Just a little bit. Okay. Just fill this base in just a little bit. Whoop, that's alright. That's alright. Okay. Let's clean your brush off. And dry it. And just beat the devil out of it. Okay, now, we're going to take an almighty palette knife. And you can do absolutely wonderful things with this. So we're going to put a little bit of snow on these mountains. So let's take titanium white, roll it out, and then just cut a little bit, a little roll off. And we're just kind of go right here, and very gently, we're just going to kind of add some snow. Very gently. 2 hairs and some air. Okay. Come over to this guy. He needs some snow too. And just scraping. Just no pressure. No pressure. Now you want to leave some of these areas open. So it looks like the mountain's covered in some snow. There. Perfect. Now, I think we'll take a little bit of our phthalo blue and just mix it with some of the white we have here. We'll make it a little bit cooler. And just a tad of alizarin crimson. And just a little bit cooler. And then a little roll of paint. And just come in here. Gotta make those noises. Gotta make those noises when you're painting. There we go. There we go. And a little bit more down here. Alright. Now, go ahead and clean your brush off. And we're going to start to put in a couple trees just in the background here. And these are going to be just real simple trees. So we'll take a little bit of our, let's take a 1-inch brush. I'll do a little sap green. And really load that brush up. Put a lot of paint on the bristles. And we'll just kind of start from the center outward now. As things get closer to you, they get darker. And the farther away they are, the lighter they are. So we're going to start in the center and work outward, because you'll see the paint going to get a little bit darker as we go. And we're just tapping. Just tapping. Kind of triangular shapes for the trees. We'll do a bunch of pine trees back here. Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay. And we'll just kind of fill this area in and gently dab. Just dab it. Just dab it. Okay. Do a little bit more over here, except this time we're going to add just a hint of the blue. Hint of the phthalo blue, just to give it a little bit darker. A little bit darker. That's what we're looking for. And we'll just drop a couple trees in here. And they can look like however you want them to. This is your world. This is your world. Okay. And we'll do a couple over here. There. There. And we'll just add a little bit of this foreground here. Okay. Now, I'll take a little bit of the yellow ochre and just kind of put it on the brush here. Don't mix it all together. And now we'll come back and put in a couple highlights. Just tap it. Just lightly touching. Oh, ever so lightly. A couple highlights on the trees. And we'll put this in a bit of a background there. Okay. Now, let's see here. Clean your brush off. Alright, now I think it's time. Let's put a almighty evergreen tree in here. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a fan brush, just a little bit wet. Take some of that phthalo blue, sap green, and we'll just let them mix on the brush until you get a nice evergreen color. There. There. Now, with the bristles, we want to bend them upward, and make a tree. Okay. Just tap, bend them upward. Bend the bristles upward as you go. Bending them. Okay. Get a little more evergreen in this color. There. There. He's going to come down and stop right about here. And now when you're doing trees, make sure it gets darker as you go down. It'll be lighter at the top and darker at the bottom. The sunlight doesn't get down there on the forest floor. Okay. Now, clean the brush. We'll take it, same brush, put it right in some cad yellow. Okay, same thing, just a little bit of highlight. We'll get a little green on there too. Now we're just going to do a little bit of highlights. Maybe a little more green on there. guy's about done. Okay. And just a little more. What the heck? Okay. Now, clean a brush. And we're gonna put a couple trees in here, maybe a little bit color this. So what we're gonna do, take a 2-inch brush, and we'll go back into some of that color we used for the mountain. Maybe a little bit blue in there. Alright, now we're gonna put them, what do you think? Right here? Sounds good. Just gently tapping. Gently tapping. Now if your color's dark, you want to start at the bottom. Work your way up. That way it'll be darker at the bottom, closer to the base. And your tree will be just beautiful. Just beautiful. Now if you're painting along at home, don't try to get it to look just like mine. Paint whatever's in your imagination. Because the closer, the harder you try to get it to look like this, the more upset you'll be when it doesn't. Okay? This is your world. Do whatever you want. Clean the brush. Wipe it off. Okay. Now, so we got this darkness, which is basically the back of the tree, and we're going to put in a trunk, and then we'll do the front of the tree. So, let's get a really thin brush. A little bit of the red. And we're just going to mix them till we get somewhat of a nice brown color. Okay, now, you want your brush to be a little bit wet. Load it up. Load that brush up. Okay, and we'll just, there we go. There's a trunk. Easy as that. Easy as that. Oh, maybe put a couple limbs on this guy too. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and we'll put on some beautiful leaves here. So we'll take a little bit of the cad yellow, alizarin crimson, and we'll just kind of mix them on the brush. Okay, you get a lot of paint. Now, just kind of gently, just tap them. Just tapping it. Just gently. Oh, look at all that. All these trees. All these leaves. Beautiful. Beautiful. Just sort of gently, gently, gently. Gently tapping it. Okay, maybe a little bit of green. Not all the leaves have changed yet, but a couple of it. Okay. Now, we'll go ahead and we'll finish this off a little bit of land here. So let's take our palette knife, the almighty palette knife. We'll scrape up some of this good color that we have. Mix it with a little bit of brown. Nice warm tones. There. We'll just scrape it. And you ready? Here we go. Just like the mountains. Just like we did our mountains. Just gently, gently. Okay. Don't worry. It's not going to hurt the canvas. Palette knife won't hurt the canvas. I know it's a knife, but the canvas will be fine. And I think we'll do the same for the other side. And we'll just come in. There. Now, if it's not the color you're looking for, you can fix that. But right now, this purple will be okay. We were looking for a little bit of a brown, but I think purple would be alright. It'll be a nice little change. So. There you go. Once they start to mix, oh, that color. Look at that color. Okay. Now, I just make these lines a little sharper. A little bit. Okay. There we go. Now, I think what we'll do the same technique. So we'll clean off the palette knife. Clean it off here. We'll go right in to a little bit of our sap green mixture. Pull it out and load up the palette knife like that. Ready? There. That easy. That easy. Okay. Okay. And I think, let's see, let's put in one more tree over here. I wasn't too happy with that one, but we'll go ahead and cover it up. That's the beauty of painting. If you don't like something, you can cover it up. So let's see here. Let's take a little bit of the midnight black. That's our crimson. A bit of the phthalo blue. And we'll get a nice dark color. Okay. And alright, you ready? Let's do a little bravery test. You ready? There it is. There's our big tree. Yeah, who knows, maybe he's got another little... There. He kind of split off at the bottom. The big guy. Maybe he got stepped on. We don't know. Now, we'll take a little more green from our palette knife, and we'll just kind of, same thing, just cover. Okay. All those colors, mix them right on the brush. Okay. Alright, now, let's clean your palette knife off. And for this tree, we're going to do a little something different. We're going to add a little bit of bark. It'll be a little birch tree. Maybe a little birch tree, so get your palette knife, cut off your little roll of paint, and just no pressure. No pressure. Okay. And we'll go over and get this branch. And there. Oh, look at that bark. Look at that bark. Beautiful, beautiful. So now we got a nice little birch trees. I think we need a couple limbs on here. We'll take okay. And what we're going to do is just add a little bit of color for the background, back of the leaves. I'm just gonna alright. This guy's so big he's going off the page. Okay. I think we'll do one more branch up. Maybe it looks like this. There he is. There he is. Okay, and same thing. A little bit of that white. Just add your bark. Boom. Just like that. Okay. Now, why don't we go ahead and clean these brushes off. We'll take our 1-inch brush and we'll just do some happy colors. Some happy colors. Load it up. Load that brush up. We'll do a little cad red, a little yellow ochre, and just some colors of the fall. Okay, now you don't want it to be too wet for this. Just very lightly. Okay, and all these branches, this tree's so big it goes off the page. So we just got a glimpse of a couple leaves that it's got up here. A little more yellow ochre, and we'll just okay. Maybe just a hint of a highlight. There, look at that. Look at that. Put a little bit of yellow in there. Dry it off. And just add it. Boom. Boom. Oh, look at those colors. Like a nice fall day here in these mountains. I wish I was in these mountains. I really do. Have a grand old time. I'd like to go hiking. See the wildlife, all kinds of critters. All kinds of critters. Okay. There, now that we got that done, I think we'll take a little bit of the green, a little bit of the yellow, and we'll put in a couple bushes here where some critters might live. Let's see. Hint of blue. Mix it in. Hint more. Now we're looking for a dark, kind of a dark green. Kind of a dark green. And we'll just kind of put it in here. There. Okay. And maybe we'll do a couple closer to the water. Okay. Now don't forget over here, we're going to do a little, maybe just a little guy right here. Just hanging out by these birch trees. Yeah, this guy likes it. He's just a happy little bush. Okay. And don't be afraid to make it dark. Need that darkness. Gotta have darkness. Can't have light without darkness. Just like life. A little darkness right now. I'm waiting on a little bit of light too. But we'll get there. One day at a time. Okay. Now we'll just take a little bit of that yellow. Same green. Oh. and just let them mix. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, try to soften it. You don't want big bright patches of yellow. And we'll do a little red on this guy, just to change him up. Look at that. Alright, this guy, a little more cat yellow. Now don't kill all your background, because that blue is going to shine through, and it's going to act as the shadow for your bushes. And I think we'll take a little bit over here, and we'll just kill it. Just kill him. There. There. Isn't that a beautiful little scene? Okay, I think this painting's about done. So it's time for a little signature. So get the brush nice and wet. Really wet. And we'll just sign it in this corner. And that's it. And look at that, ladies and gentlemen, we got ourselves a painting. Thanks for joining us today. I really hope you had a great time painting, and I know I did. So we'll see you later. Bye-bye.